Alright, so finally I get to some of these 2013 San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. And the first one, I'm not sure if I'm going to go alphabetical order, or by size, or what. But just by coincidence, I got the Albino Predator from NECA. So we'll see what happens after this, if I go some kind of organized route or just start grabbing boxes. But anyhow, yeah, this guy's great. Looks like he's got a lot of stuff in common with the classic Predator, which I got right here. Kind of looking at him simultaneously. Looks like his shoulder armor is different. Looks like it's a mix between possibly the City Hunter and the classic Hunter armors. So that's kind of cool. Looks like his legs are definitely Jungle Hunter, but looks like his shoulder armor is City Hunter. So we'll have to see. Looks like he might be a new sculpt on the head. But yeah, it looks really cool in the packaging. The colors kind of throw people off. It kind of looks like almost like a Kenner colored version, but it's actually from the Batman Dead End, pretty much as evidenced by the big red right there on the side. On the front of the packaging also says new and improved articulation and unique shoulder armor. So I guess they used the arms off the City Hunter or whatever. Back of the packaging here has a nice piece of artwork of the albino predator there. It says he's devoid of pigment in the skin, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. So that's pretty cool. Zoom in there so you guys can actually read it instead of me just blah blah blah. Hopefully you can read that. So there you go, cool. And then there's other guys who are coming out. This is more like a Kenner wave. I remember this was like the Lava Predator, but I don't remember these other guys' names. But it's supposed to be like a Kenner wave, something like that. Didn't really get to talk to the NECA guys. I was so pressed for time, and I didn't have all 4 days, 5 days if you count preview night, and it was just a mess this year. Normally I get a lot of video and a lot of pictures, and I was trying to help a buddy out, so the time that I normally take pictures and videos and stuff, I let my buddy have my badge so he could actually get in there and stuff. And that was cool because he saw some people and bought some stuff, and at least he got to go. So I guess that was kind of cool of me. But yeah, this guy looks pretty awesome. Standard type packaging and all that stuff. Can't wait to get him out and compare him to the other Predators that I got. And if you have not seen Batman Dead End, by now at least, shame on you. Because come on, basically the premise is you have Batman, and it's done like what you would expect, like a Frank Miller style, more realistic style Batman would be like, especially the very beginning. Because it's Batman, I think there's a voiceover of police radio stuff talking about how the Joker escaped, whatever. He ends up in an alley, finds the Joker, and then, like people normally say, hilarity ensues after that. But it's really cool. It's been around forever. I'm not going to give spoilers, even though it's like a 10-year-old thing. There's got to be some people out there who haven't seen it that are possibly watching my video, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. But the fact that he's in it, sort of, might kind of spoil it. But anyway, Batman Dead End. Great little fan film. This is an awesome looking exclusive from Comic-Con, and I'll crack him out of this packaging and we'll check him out. Alright, now we got this guy out of his packaging with his brother here, and he's looking pretty cool. I would like to have seen like a really light wash on there, just kind of bring out some of the details. But for an exclusive, he's not too bad. I mean, typically, with the exclusives, almost all the way across the board, it's a figure that's already been released, or it's cobbled together from other figures, or it's going to be released down the road, or it's just a repaint. I usually try to go with a... for the most part, in some cases, not all, they go for like a cheaper figure, basically. And this one kind of fits that, and that's fine, because he was made after the Jungle Predator. So he's got pretty much, I think, the head, the torso, chest armor, all the other armor, the arms and legs, all that's from your Jungle Hunter. Looks like the mold is straight up Jungle Hunter, except for the shoulder armor. It's actually a little bit modified. And I don't have this version standing up so you can see exactly, but I mean, I'll do what I can with this guy here. I don't want to change his pose because it took me forever to get it where I like it, but if you look, the armor is just a little bit different. It doesn't, it's not as bulky on the other guy there. This part right here is a little bit thinner, which may just be a minor retooling. But then if you, well, actually the arm is, yeah, the arm is actually different right there. So like the whole shoulder portion seems like it's a different sculpt. It's super similar to the original classic Predator, but the whole arm is different. It doesn't have the netting underneath there like this one does. And then this shoulder armor right here is pretty much totally different from the other one there. But you can kind of see the arms are the same. They're the same height and all that, just the other guy's crouching. It's the same sculpt for the head, just the paint applications being different. Really makes it look like a totally different creature there, different sculpt there. But this guy looks pretty cool. I'm glad I got him. I mean, he was $25. They didn't charge tax. They ate the tax on that, so they paid the tax themselves. Which Hasbro, they're like, yeah, that's $44.95 plus tax. Oh, that's $150 plus tax. Oh, that's $99 plus tax. So it's like my $295 Hasbro trip for that first day turned out to be like $316 or whatever it was, or I don't remember, something stupid. It was like, really? So yay, thanks NECA. You guys are awesome all the way around. Now back to the actual figure here. Let me see if I can scoot him back a little bit. Right up a little bit, and we'll check out his articulation. Paint apps look pretty good. I mean, looking at the Batman Dead End fan movie there, it's kind of hard to really make out all the details because it was shot like what, 10 years ago or 11 years ago, somewhere in that time frame. I know it was shown at Comic-Con 2003 was the debut of the Batman Dead End fan film, and the details just aren't there. And as far as I can tell, this is the Predator that's standing off to his to Big Red's left. Big Red should really be like a little bit taller, but that's cool. And we can always just stick him like that, and then do some forced perspective there, and make him appear taller or him appear shorter. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell. Now, this is not the main one from the movie. That one was actually, there's a close-up of the legs. You can tell it's not the same color pattern on the legs there. That one, the one that was the main one, had like a darker paint scheme. Then there was one on the other side here in the same similar classic Predator armor, but you really couldn't tell exactly what was different about it, at least watching it on YouTube. And then this guy was on this side, and you could tell he was a little bit lighter. I don't know if he was quite this Cheeto orange and beige color or cream color that he has going on there, but it's but the toy definitely is. Okay, anyway, love that mouth. Got my single focus on, so it's gonna blur out whenever I do that. So yeah, it's got standard articulation for the Predators. It's got a nice ball jointy head. Now you do have full movement of the shoulder on the shoulder ball hinge, but you have the hoses plugged into the chest plate, and then the elbow to the tricep also has a hose, and mine's already popped out, which is fine. I'd rather have it pop out than break, so that's cool. So yeah, you got that. You get your armors flexible, so you can get full 360 on there if you wanted to. Single point elbow on both arms. I'm just going to do articulation on this side so I don't mess up his hose. But yeah, single point. And you get a little bit of back going on there too, not that you need it. It's on another ball, or not really a ball, but a swivel hinge, I guess. And that's pretty cool. He's got a ball jointed hand, which it moves a little bit. It's still kind of, both hands are ball jointed there. He does have the extending, retracting gauntlet blades there. He does have a waist swivel. Not much of a ball movement with it. I mean, but it's a swivel. He does have the new hips, so he has like the whole ball hinge hips, so you can have him do the splits and all that stuff. And deep knee bends. He does have a double jointed knee, which is really awesome. He does have a swivel ball hinge ankle joint going on down there. The only real complaint I've had with the articulation, and you do have a swivel there too with the thigh, so you can swivel the thigh in and out, is I kind of wish they would have something where you could, some kind of a cut joint at the knees, something like that. I mean, it'd screw up the sculpt. But that's the only complaint that I have, is if they had some way of doing the knees to where they could swivel the knees around a little bit, and that kind of help with some of the posability. But I get them to do what I want for the most part, so it's not too much of a hassle. Still love NECA. Now he does have the clip-on point there for the shoulder cannon, plasma caster, if you wanted to put it up there. But yeah. Other than that, he's a really good use of parts. It's good to get, it's great, actually, getting figures from a fan film. I mean, come on, who else does? Alright, so we had a quick battery change there. The batteries died all of a sudden. So yeah, he's got all the basic articulation as all the other Predator figures for the most part. Especially, the new ones and all that. And just to demonstrate, he will be able to use a plasma caster from the classic Predator, or Jungle Hunter Predator, whichever you want to call him. I just happen to have an extra there, so I can throw that on. I might try to color match it to his armor, but we'll see. I'll have to check NECA's site out and see if they're not going to re-release this guy. I doubt they would. He doesn't seem like somebody they would re-release. And there was 2 more Predators in the Batman Dead End fan film, and one of them was basically a recolor, I want to say, of the classic Jungle Predator. So he may not get made. If he does, it'll be like a 2-pack or something with an alien, or I don't know. I'm just speculating. And then there's one other Predator, which I didn't really get a really good look at. He's really dark. So these two, especially Big Red. I mean, Big Red, you get to see. I mean, it's Big Red. You see his katana on his side. You see his mask up close and everything. So definitely, he's definitely the must-have out of that series, or set rather. And then now that they're out of focus, because I'm using my single focus thing there, put him up here like that. Yeah, so hopefully we get the 3rd and possibly 4th Predator. I'll be happy with the 3 at the very end. I'm happy using my classic Jungle Predator as the main Predator protagonist, villain, wherever he fits in there from the fan film. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And just to go ahead and wrap up, this guy's awesome. If you missed out on him, it's kind of a shame. I mean, he's not like a must-have if you're collecting just a movie line, but he's great to have just as a fan of Predators and a fan of NECA as well. So kudos to NECA. Good job, guys. If you don't have one, get one. But he's not like a must-have. I think if you got the Big Red, you're going to want to pick this guy up. So there we have it for the San Diego Comic-Con 2013 Albino Predator from the Batman Dead End fan film from 2003, done by NECA. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Hey Bruce, did you call for backup? Never fear, Hex is here. I'm not the hero the city needs, but I'm the hero the city deserves. What are you talking about, dude? I'm not the hero the city deserves. I'm the hero that... Shut up and get to the bat chopper. Go now.